children. The lights are off in the room just because I haven't moved for a while. It's a little creepy. I kind of like it. Keep thinking like something's going to sneak up behind me. You guys are going to see it and start screaming, "No, Mr. Chudek, turn around, turn around, turn around." And I'm just going to fall back and like come back as a zombie. So, yeah, sorry. I've been here too long. Anyway, today, kiddos, we're going to talk about, for this week, we're going to spend Monday and Tuesday talking about what tobacco and alcohol does to your body and why if we want to lead the most healthy life possible, we should avoid them. So, I'm going to Monday, the 14th, and please follow along in your books or on this page as I'm reading this to you. So, lesson 8.1, why tobacco is harmful. Again, we could write a paragraph about the reasons why many people choose to remain tobacco-free. Again, it harms our lungs, it yellows our teeth, it wrinkles our skin, it makes our clothes smell. Obviously, it can give us cancer. Again, lung cancer is one of the big cancers of the world, and that's what we get mainly through smoking or just using tobacco. Today, we're going to learn about how using tobacco products damages your health, why tobacco use leads to addiction, the harmful effects of smokeless tobacco, and the dangers of secondhand smoke. We're going to learn words like nicotine, tar, carbon monoxide, addiction, emphysema, snuff, secondhand smoke. Then we'll watch some videos about what tobacco does to you. I'll show you a picture of healthy lungs versus smokers' lungs. And then we'll look at all the ingredients that are in cigarettes, because when you look at all the chemicals that we use to clean things, or we use to poison rodents and insects, you think, that's what I put in my body when I smoke? Tobacco use, the inside story. Tobacco products include cigarettes, clove cigarettes, bindies, hand-rolled flavored cigarettes, cigars, pipes, smokeless tobacco. When this book came out, I don't think we had anything known as e-cigarettes or vapes. All of them contain dangerous substances. Tobacco smoke contains more than 4,000 chemicals, and at least 43 of them cause cancer. Harmful substances in tobacco include nicotine, a drug that speeds up the heartbeat and affects the central nervous system. Nicotine, which is only found in tobacco, narrows blood vessels and contributes to heart disease. People who use tobacco regularly develop a physical need for nicotine. Tar, a thick, oily, dark liquid that forms when tobacco burns. Tar coats the inside of lungs. Over time, chemicals in tar can cause cancer and lung disease. Think about that, guys. Tar is what we put on the road to fix cracks in the street. Carbon monoxide, a poisonous, odorless gas produced when tobacco burns. When inhaled, it reduces the amount of oxygen in the blood. So again, we see avoid the harmful chemicals in tobacco offers lifelong benefits. Why is avoiding tobacco smoke an important choice for this teen? I'll pause it for a minute to ask that question. Unpause. Page 213. We're not going to do reading check. Tobacco, an addictive drug. Nicotine, which is found in all tobacco products, can cause addiction. Addiction is the body's physical or mental need for a drug or other substance. The need for a substance is also called dependence. There are two kinds of dependence. There's psychological or mental dependence, which means that a user believes that they need the substance to feel good. It's in their brain. There's a physical dependence. Physical dependence means the body needs the substance to function. When people stop using the substance, they experience painful symptoms. These symptoms may include shakiness, headaches, nervousness, and sleeping problems. They go through what's known as withdrawals. Nicotine is a highly addictive drug. Most tobacco users admit that it's hard to quit. Figure 8.1 shows how people become addicted to tobacco. Addiction leads to heavier use, which can harm the whole body. Figure 8.2 on page 214 shows how tobacco use harms many different body parts. Stages of addiction. Addiction can start with the first use, or it can be a slow process taking many years. Why do you think most adult smokers begin smoking? First use, occasional use. Users may be curious or want to be accepted socially. Some feel that using tobacco just once can't do any harm. First-time users may cough or feel dizzy, lightheaded, or nauseated. Regular use. Users begin tobacco more often. Repeated use leads to higher tolerance. Users need more nicotine to experience the effects of the drug. Smokers may go through a pack or more a day. And notice the analogy of getting stuck in the quicksand and how you need someone to help you get out. 3, total dependence. Users need tobacco regularly. They start early in the day, often before breakfast. At this stage, tobacco users may be unable to quit without help. So the next couple pages, we're going to look at what tobacco does to the body. Look at Media Watch, limiting tobacco ads. Laws have placed strict limits on tobacco ads. For example, they can no longer appear outside on T-shirts or any merchandise other than tobacco products. You don't see them in magazines or TV commercials like that anymore. Heck, even some of these comic books that I have on my shelf, back when I was your age, you can still have cigarette ads there. There's cigarette ads for Kools and all kinds of other tobacco and cigarettes in my comic books. Skin. Smoking ages the skin, causing it to wrinkle earlier than non-smoker's skin. Mouth, teeth, and throat. Cigarette smoke and smokeless tobacco lead to bad breath and stained teeth. Chemicals in tobacco cause the mouth and throat cancers. Smokeless tobacco can cause leukemia, white sores in the mouth that can lead to cancer, as well as bone loss around the teeth. It also wears away the tooth enamel. Lungs. The tar in cigarette smoke coats the inside of the lungs so they cannot work effectively. Exposure to tar is one of the causes of emphysema, a disease that occurs in the tiny air sacs in the lungs as they lose elasticity or the ability to stretch. Chemicals in tobacco smoke can also contribute to lung cancer. Smoking causes nearly 87% of lung cancers. Heart. Nicotine increases the heart rate and causes blood vessels to become narrower. Narrow vessels make the heart pump harder to move blood through the body. This extra effort raises blood pressure and can result in heart attacks. Fingers. Over time, tobacco can cause fingers to yellow and stain. Stomach, bladder, and colon. Harmful substances in tobacco can lead to stomach ulcers and bladder and colon cancer. Compared to non-smokers, smokers are more than twice as likely to get bladder cancer. My page folded bad. Sorry, I'm going to have to read this part off my book. Let me run around a bit to get my light to turn on. There it is. Okay, sorry, you can yell at me later. Brain. Nicotine is carried from the lungs to the brain within 7 seconds. It releases chemicals in the brain that cause tobacco users to want more nicotine. Nicotine also interferes with the flow of information between nerve cells. Blood vessels. Carbon monoxide from tobacco smoke reduces the amount of oxygen carried in the blood. This means that the body organs receive less oxygen from the blood. Physical activity is more difficult. Athletes are not able to perform as well. So again, we see the cost of smoking. If a person smoked a pack a day, compute how much smoking would cost that person in a week, a month, a year. Be sure to include the price of a pack of cigarettes and any state or local taxes. What can a young person purchase with that much money he or she saves by choosing not to smoke? So let's say a pack of cigarettes is $5 and you smoke a pack a day. So we know that there are 365 days in a year. God, you're going to make me do math. Nah, now I have to look at my calculator on my phone. And no, we're now cutting leap year. We're talking $1,825 a year if we smoked one pack a day every year. Think of what $1,825 could get you. Right now, with $1,825, I could get myself a brand new TV for my house. I could get myself an Xbox X. And then, that would leave me about, what else? I could probably get a new computer. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd love that. Okay. There's the smokeless tobacco. As its name indicates, smokeless tobacco is not smoked like cigarettes. Instead, it is chewed in a coarsely ground form. It's also used as snuff, finely ground tobacco that is inhaled or held in the mouth between the lower lip and the gum. Chewing tobacco and snuff are not smoked. So are they safe? No. Harmful substances in smokeless tobacco mix with the saliva. This mixture contacts the sensitive tissues of the mouth. In addition, some of this mixture is swallowed and enters the stomach. Smokeless tobacco leads to serious health problems. The nicotine in smokeless tobacco is just as addictive as nicotine in smoked tobacco. Tobacco juice can cause white spots to form on the gums and inside of the cheeks. These spots can turn into cancer. Swallowed tobacco can cause sores in the stomach. People who use smokeless tobacco tend to lose their sense of taste and smell. Smokeless tobacco causes bad breath and stains the teeth. Grit and sugar in tobacco can cause cavities and red, inflamed gums, gingivitis. This can lead to advanced stage of gum disease and cause tooth decay and tooth loss. All major sports are taking efforts to discourage the use of tobacco products among athletes. How does this send a positive message about staying tobacco-free? So we see the dangers of smoking. Cigarettes are ads often show smokers having fun. They never show the dangers of tobacco use. By showing how tobacco harms people, you can help teens decide to stay tobacco-free. Again, there are 43 cancer-causing chemicals in tobacco and tobacco smoke. Smoking in an early age increases the risk of lung cancer. Cigarettes kill more than 400,000 Americans every year. That's more than 1,000 people a day. Finally, secondhand smoke. Secondhand smoke is tobacco smoke that stays in the air. Non-smokers who breathe secondhand smoke can develop the same health problems as smokers. Secondhand smoke kills more than 40,000 non-smokers each year. About 3,000 of them die from lung cancer. The remaining deaths are heart disease and other cancers. Again, we see that because of health risks of secondhand smoke, smoking has been banned in many public buildings. In Pueblo, they banned that years ago. The only place that you can still smoke inside a public building is a private club. Secondhand smoke causes other health problems. In children under 18 months, it can cause pneumonia, bronchitis, and other lower respiratory tract infections. And each year, 150,000 to 300,000 children develop these diseases as a result of secondhand smoke. Between 7,500 and 15,000 of these children are hospitalized. Many children with asthma have more frequent and more severe attacks when secondhand smoke is present. Many offices, factories, restaurants, and other places have banned smoking due to the health risk to non-smokers. Some towns and cities have even banned smoking outside in places such as beaches, building entrances, outdoor dining areas, children's play areas, and public gardens. Okay, we're going to watch a couple of videos about we're going to watch one video about what smoking does to the body. We'll look at smokers' lungs. Then I'm even going to show you just a crazy ad, again, of how much life has changed when it comes to advertising cigarettes. After that, you guys will do a short worksheet. As always, if you have any questions, pirates, please message me on Schoolology or unmute yourself. Thank you very much, and have a super sparkly day.